I was probably 9, and yeah, I was 9. And I'm 13 now, so this is like 4 years ago. Yeah, 4. I can do math. 4. And my family and my cousins decided to go to Lake Powell. And if you don't know what Lake Powell is, it's a lake called Lake Powell. Who would have thought? And it's in Utah. Because I live in Utah. Utah is absolutely gorgeous. Like, move there if you want to move anywhere besides your state. Move to Utah. And so yeah, it's only like probably 3 hours away from my house where I live right now. And we're driving and it's like perfectly fine. We get there and it's so much fun. And we go, the days are good, and Lake Powell, like, you boat in Lake Powell. Like, that is the main thing you do in Lake Powell is go boating, because it's a lake, no duh. And so, you're with your family, and it's just so much fun, and we're just, like, eating, and you, like, have little barbecues, and you camp there, and you go boating, and, no duh, you go boating, okay. And then, so it's, like, the third day, like, everything's fine, we go boating, like 2 days before that, and we're all good. Like, we all wear life jackets because it's illegal not to. Some of the adults don't know because you have to be past 18 to not wear one, just because they're like 18-year-olds can swim. Sometimes they can't. So in my case, I was 9, so yeah, I had to wear a life jacket, and I still do. And so we get there, yeah, it's all fun. 3 days later, we are boating. And me and my cousins and my mom and my aunt all decide that we want to, like, go on the tube in the back. And then they're like, what if we tied a jet ski to it? So we have one rope connected to the boat. So this is a boat with all the boys in it. My uncle, my dad, like all the boys, my cousins. And they're they're just in the boat right here. And then we hooked a rope to, like, one of the sides, like, so, like, yeah, so we're on a tube. So, like, the circle things with handles and, like, people sitting in it. Yeah, that thing. And it blows up with air. And so here's the boat. And here's a rope. And it's tied to the tube. So I'm on the tube. Some of my cousins are on the tube. My mom and my aunt are on the tube. And then on the other rope is tied to a real jet ski. Like, a jet ski. Those kind of things. And, like, they're on the jet ski. And it's my 2 girl cousins. And we're all just going, having a great time, and they're like, we should play a game. And we're like, okay. And so my uncle's like crazy at driving the boat, and the waves were like this. They weren't like huge, but they weren't like subtle either. They were just like kind of big, but they weren't like dangerously big. Got me? Okay. And so, like, we're on the water, and they're like, hey, we should play a game. And we're like, okay, what kind of game? And the girls, like, know all of these boating games because they go boating, like, every weekend. And they're like, okay, we should play Ghost Reapers. And it's a game they made up, so you probably never heard it in your life. Ghost Reapers. Yeah, Ghost Reapers, okay? It's where one of the 2, like, things attached to the boat, so, like, the jet ski and the tube. So the jet ski is physically capable of jumping things, because, you know, that's what jet skis do, is jump. Yeah, you got me. Okay, and so they're like, let's go, Reapers, just sit in your tube, and we're gonna jump over you, it's gonna be fine, like, everything's gonna be good, we're gonna have a great time. We're like, okay, like, you're just gonna jump over me with a jet ski, like, the blade's gonna slice off my hair, like, yeah, okay, that worked. So, and if you don't know this, like, a tube is probably 6 by 4 feet, like a normal one, and we had a 6 by 6, so it was kind of big, and so it's like a full circle, and usually, like, they're like this, like an oval, because it's a 4 by 6, and it was a 6 by 6, so it's 6 feet by 6 feet, and so, we're sitting on it. There's probably, like, there's 6 people on it, and so there's 6 seats, 3 in the front. Yeah, got me. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. 2, 3, 1. Depending on how people make them. So we're sitting there, and then they're like, okay, well, we're gonna play the game now. So yeah, so my uncle starts speeding up. He does some donuts so we can get the waves going, and my cousins are like, 3, 2, 1. The girls on the jet ski are like, 3, 3, 2. Oh my gosh, 3, 2, 1, and then they jump over the thing, but fail at jumping. So the rope got caught on my neck, and it like pulled me off the tube, and then it pulled everyone else. Like it just whipped and just like knocked us all off the tube, and then girls flipped under the tube, and my mom got stuck under the tube, and she was under the tube for like 2 minutes. Not even joking, 2 minutes. And I'll tell you the rest of it in a second. And so we get knocked off, and I'm like, my eyes are open. I never opened my eyes under the water. I mean, I'm shocked. Like, I just got knocked over a freaking tube with a jet ski. A rope just, like, almost chopped off my head. Like, yeah, I'm going to open my eyes. So, like, open my eyes. I'm like, there's, like, these little fishies. Just kidding. There's, like, this green water. It's so gross. Like, the water is so nasty in Lake Powell. And I'm like, open my eyes. And then I'm like, literally life was so slow. Life was like paused. Like that's what it felt like. Like my life was paused under the water. And I was just in complete shock. Like I was just like under the water, and I'm just like, look at all those fishies. Like life is so great. And then I like feel something tugging on me. I'm like, okay. And so I'm like trying to swim up to the top, because I'm like, I can't breathe. And my aunt pulls me up, and she's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And I look over, and I was under the jet ski. Like, the jet ski just flipped over right next to me. I'm like, oh, yep, I'm good. And then all the girls that come out of the water, like, laughing. I'm like, I was just dying, but I'm laughing too. And then my uncle's, like, on the boat, and they're, like, laughing. They're hysterically. Like, they're laughing so hard. And, so we're all up there. We're like, funny. So we all start rolling into the boat. And then they're like, where's Robin? Robin's my mom. And they're like, where's Robin? And this is probably like a minute and a half after like we've all flipped, and we're like all sitting there, and like you can't see bubbles up at the water at all. Like the tubes flipped over, the jet skis flipped over, they flipped them back over, started rolling them in. Like this is like a minute and a half. Like, okay. And so we're like going in, and then someone's like, where's Robin? And then my mom comes up out of the water. She's like, just kidding. She was like, oh. And I think she had a life jacket on. Did she? It was like a teeny one. Like, it was like made for like 14-year-olds. Yeah, she's like 40. I love you, Mom. No, she's probably like 38 at the time. And she's like, and then my dad like was like, oh my gosh, and then was just laughing like, Robin just came up out of the water. And then I was like, I can't breathe, I can't swim, I can't do anything. And so they like roll around, and they're like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And then they're still laughing, like some giggles are going on. Some people are like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? You gonna die? Are you okay? And then, yeah, they're just sitting there. And then we roll everything in, and my mom's like, Gracie, what's wrong with your neck? What's wrong with my neck? I just got whipped with a rope across the tube. I had this huge rope burn across my neck. I mean, like, it looked like my parents abused me. I'm sorry if that offends anyone, but that's exactly what it looks like. And it was purple, and it was red, and it had, like you could totally see, like, the weaving of the rope in my neck. And they're like, oh my gosh, because I was, like, the side person, so when the rope hit everyone, it hit me first straight down. And they're like, you're lucky that your neck didn't snap. Like, your neck didn't snap. Like, yo, right, like, bend your neck. Could have been? Yeah, it can. And so I'm like, are you serious? Like, it kind of hurt, but I was still so in shock that I didn't even notice that it was actually, like, really bad. And so I'm like, okay. And so, like, they pulled me out there, like, kind of have, like, some ice, and I put it on there. And I'm like, I'm totally fine. Like, what's going on? An hour later, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this hurts bad. And so, like, I came back home, everyone was good, and I was like, yo, I got this whiplash. I got in a boating accident. Just kidding, that's not something to be proud of. But it wasn't really a boating accident, but it wasn't a boating accident, it was a tubing accident. And a jet ski accident. I don't even know what you call it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. The rest of the trip, so I think it was like our last day. So like after that, we just went home because it was the last day. And so yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah. So that's my story of like almost dying. But it's pretty funny how I can still like remember it because I have short-term memory loss. I'm not even kidding you. I have short-term memory loss. I've had 4 concussions. I don't remember anything. I don't even remember how Cinderella goes, to tell you, honestly. I don't. And so most of my childhood I don't really remember, but that I do remember because it was so scary. And it may not seem that scary, but when you're in that situation under the water and your life is paused, you're thinking you're dying, but you're not. Because it practically was, but it practically wasn't because I was like under the water for like 10 seconds. But yeah, so I thought I was going to die that day. Well, turns out 4 years later, I'm still alive. So just be grateful for life because life is great. And I'm not going to get that deep into life because this is about boating. So yeah, that was a great story. And I'm so sorry it took this long to explain. But within the 12 minutes that I've been recording this story, those 12 minutes didn't even close to what added up to how long I was feeling that scared. So, yeah, that's pretty great. So, yeah, leave in the comments below if you want more stories, because I have a lot more stories that are way more scarier than that. I just didn't want to get too into detail into the other ones, because those ones are good, but they're sad, and, yeah, just kidding. But, yeah. Comment below if you want more stories. If you want me to shut up and not tell another one. I don't care. You tell me. I'm not watching my own videos. You're watching them. So yeah. Well, I am going to make a second video. I need to stop talking. Like, this whole video is about me talking. But, I'm going to make a video, a vlog, in 2 days because I'm going to the doctor's for my knees, and I think that would be a pretty good vlog because I haven't done a vlog for a while, so that would be a fun vlog to tell you what's wrong with my body that I haven't known for 13 years. Like, y'all want witnesses of this. Well, a good one. Did you hear that? I heard it very well. I have KT tape all in my knees right now. So yeah. That's how my life works, and I will be making a vlog of that. Okay, I need to shut up. I love you all. Thanks for listening to my annoying voice because I'm sick and just annoying voice in general. Sorry for the bad lighting. I'm stuck in my sister's room with the door shut and locked because I'm home by myself and it's scary AF. So, yeah, I want to live in my neighborhood of old people and some kids. Then feel the scariness I feel right now. Just kidding, I'm not even scared. But yeah, y'all have a great day, and I love you all. See you in 2 days.